Hey there gamers, today before we start the haul video I'm going to talk about something that I mentioned on Twitter a while back and thought it might make a nice quick prelude to a video, so here we go. Basically, I finally finished my collection of Hot Wheels Atari vehicles, and I'm not a big collector of Hot Wheels, I'm not like an expert at all, but in 2012 they did release a series of Atari ones. I know that there is a series of Nintendo ones too, but I didn't collect those. So here is the one I finished the collection with. There were 6 of them released. This is the GMC Motorhome Atari 2600. Just imagine it filled with Ataris. Wouldn't that be great? And look at the back, side. There's the front of it. Top has an Atari logo with a 2600, I believe, on it. There's the bottom. I'm going to show you the back on this one. The backs are all the same, so it's really not worth it going through each back, but there it is. This one's probably the one in the worst shape of them all. It looks like it started to come open, so that's kind of a bummer, but not a big deal. I just display them anyway. And here's the Tempest vehicle. 55 Chevy panel. That's a very nice Atari logo right there. Looks really cool. There's the front. Again, sorry if the lighting isn't perfect. And now we got Centipede. Back up. There we go. Now you can see it. Now I'll zoom in. There's the back, side, front. Top's pretty sweet again. They did a good job on these. There's Centipede. 3 more to go. We've got the Breakout truck. 49 Ford. That one doesn't have anything on the top. Like the wheels a lot though. Pretty sweet. Next we have the classic Pong truck. Custom 52 Chevy. A lot of vans in here. Nothing on the top of this one. And then finally, Missile Command. That one's pretty sweet. Look at this one. Fast gas in. Really like the design of this one. And sorry again if the lighting is getting in the way. It's not really meant for this kind of blister packing. And there's all 6 of them. I think it's time to go do the haul video now.
Retro Rock plays everything.
Hey there gamers, it's time for another haul video, and I have got a nice little tidy haul for you. There's not as much stuff as I often do on these videos. I used to do like 20, 25 items per video. I found that gets a little bit long and boring.
Like this dialogue.
That's the first point. Second point being that I'm buying less loose stuff. I like to get everything in a box now. I think that happens over time. I found that a lot of collectors kind of go that way, and I'm going that way too, so it means I just buy less stuff.
Blah blah blah.
The other thing is, of course, that makes less clutter, and I've really been working on my clutter. I realize it doesn't show behind here. Actually, it might, because you might notice that these are a lot tighter. There's more shelves up here now. Actually, can't see it. Sorry about that. But anyway, there's more shelving up here now. I've actually inserted some shelves in between shelves so that there's a little bit better storage and it's a little bit more tidy and neat. But the other part of that is I'm going to try to not buy just whatever. I'm going to try to be a little bit more picky, which you're going to be laughing about in a moment when I show you some stuff. But I'm going to start with Vita stuff, which, boy, who wouldn't want some Vita stuff? And I've got some games. Of course, I've been collecting heavily for the Vita lately. I've got more games coming, and these are pretty cool. These are some games I've wanted for a while. First one is Trails of Cold Steel. This has been on my want list for quite a while, and it's shown up. It's an RPG by Xseed, I believe, and I really like their games in general, so hopefully I will like this one. Hopefully it won't be too talky. Kind of whined about that on Twitter this week. Next, we have a viewer recommendation, which was Ragnarok Odyssey. I think that's also an Xseed game, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's also an Xseed game, and it looks like my kind of jam, so I'm pretty excited to play this one. This is probably going to be the first one out of these I open. Next, we have Neurovoider, which is a twin stick or dual stick shooter for the Vita. This was a limited run game, so there's not a whole lot of these around. Very happy to have got it. I don't know why, it always seems like forever when I order a limited run game, but I found that it's really not that long. It's just I'm pretty excited to get this kind of thing, and it just feels like forever. I think I said that twice. All right, next. Next is something you're gonna laugh at. Meet the 8-in-1 Super Game, which is an LCD handheld. I got it for $5. This is the kind of gaming that $5 can buy you. Look at that beauty. And it is an 8-in-1 LCD game. I'm gonna be reviewing this one, doing an unboxing and everything on it. I'm gonna take a little bit more time to do this review than I have been in doing this kind of device in the past. I realize a lot of people enjoy them, but mine haven't been terribly accurate, so I'm gonna work on playing with it a little bit more and getting a more accurate review out of it. I kind of was doing them as a lark, kind of a humor thing, but come to find out, there's some people who really love these types of things, so I'm gonna at least give it the respect that I give Famiclones. Speaking of Famiclones, we have the Mini Machine Anniversary Edition. This is from TomTop, my friends over at TomTop. They sent it for free, and I wanted to review this one. And the reason is this has an SD card reader in it, or TF card reader. So you can run your own games on this, and I think that's pretty interesting. I took a peek at it. The controls look like they might be pretty decent. So I have high expectations. I have hopes for this one, that this is going to be a great little device, and hopefully it is. Two more things. You Atari fans are going to be happy with the next two things. Number one, I lamented that I never had Desert Falcon for the Atari 7800. Now I have it in a box. So this is one of the better games for the 7800 as I understand, but it's not. I'm trying to do the back of the box. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, I heard it's one of the better games, but I had never played it, so now I have a box copy of it. If you are wondering if there's going to be an unboxing of this for Sorry Atari, you would be guessing right. Or wondering right? Man, talking. It's not my best point, and that's pretty worrisome since I'm on YouTube. But anyway, next we have Ball Blazer for the Atari XE, which is highly inappropriately named, but this is a great game. Believe it or not, on the Commodore 64, I played a massive amount of this game. I thought it was really good and enjoyable. It's basically soccer, or for you guys in well, everywhere but the US, pretty much, football. And it's really a fun game. I really like it. It's got a really catchy tune to it too. It's in my head right now. But anyway, really good game. Looking forward to checking it out. This might also show up on a Sorry Atari. I was gonna do a few XE games on there. So don't be surprised if suddenly the XE starts showing up in the rotation as I get bored. And finally, here's the big thing. It is, yes, finally, the Sony PlayStation Classic, which is much lamented on the review stations. That said, I have noticed that the reviews from actual people have not been that bad. They've been very mixed though, but they have not been that bad. So I am wondering whether this is as bad of a system as they say. But number two, I kind of want to hack this thing and see what it can do, because I think if you hacked it, it would be a pretty excellent machine. I haven't heard a whole lot of complaints about its actual build quality, so it might make it worth checking out. And then finally, I don't think the game collection's that bad. I've heard some complaints it doesn't have every famous game I want. That's nice, but it does have some, well, it's, that isn't great. But it does have a lot of games that I really liked on it, so it might appeal to me, even though it doesn't appeal to everybody. All right, that is it. That is the haul for this week. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more. Also, as always, I am looking for Vita games, so if you know of a great Vita game and it's not in my collection, I've got a collection video, obviously minus these 3, that you can view. It's in my collections playlist. Check it out. If there's something I need to get, let me know about it, because I'm really, really into the Vita collecting now. All right. Yeah, that's about it. Bye.